Is money flowing from Pakistan into India? RBI's warning and the hidden game. Just imagine, it's midnight. Inside the server room of a major bank, suddenly an alarm goes off. On the screen flashes a message, "Suspicious transaction detected." The amount isn't huge, but the route is unusually complex. The money first travels through Dubai, then slips into a small bank in Singapore, and finally lands in a minor account in India. At first glance, it looks like a normal transaction, but behind it could be the smell of gunpowder, because this very money might be used to buy weapons. The big question is money really entering India from Pakistan? And is this a new trouble knocking at our door? Today, we will dive deep into this issue. But before that, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit subscribe so you always get our latest updates first. So, let's begin today's discussion without any delay. That is precisely why the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, has issued strict instructions to all government banks, private banks, and NBFCs. It has clearly stated that while direct transactions from Pakistan are almost completely blocked, the real danger now lies in indirect transactions, money being routed through third countries before entering India. RBI has warned banks to treat such transactions as high risk and to scrutinize them closely. This directive did not come out of nowhere. The background is alarming. In May 2025, India and Pakistan engaged in a fierce four-day military conflict, later dubbed Operation Sindoor. Pakistan attempted cross-border shelling, but India gave a strong and decisive response. Pakistan suffered heavy losses and, eventually, under US mediation, both sides agreed to a ceasefire. Yet, even after that, Pakistan's mischief did not stop. Following the conflict, Indian agencies launched a detailed investigation. During this, it came to light that several Pakistani nationals attempted to send money into India through other countries. This money was not invested directly into businesses or trade, but rather could have been funneled into channels linked with terror funding and weapons procurement. According to a Reuters report, Indian government sources confirmed that direct financial transactions from Pakistan are nearly impossible, since each one requires RBI's approval. However, indirect routes remain open, and that is the real threat. No matter how strong India's banking system is, it faces serious risks if it begins to be misused as a channel for money laundering and terror financing by hostile forces. Here's another interesting yet alarming revelation. Pakistan has been caught before violating global sanctions. For instance, in its June 2025 report, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, stated that Pakistan's state-run body, the National Development Complex, had imported restricted items for missile development. In other words, Pakistan was attempting to bypass sanctions in order to build weapons. And this is the same country that repeatedly claims its laws against money laundering and terror financing are extremely strict. The chairman of the Pakistan Bank Association, Zafar Masood, even declared publicly that Pakistan is very strict and its laws are sufficient to prevent terror funding. But the world knows the reality, that Pakistan's soil openly hosts several terror organizations. Groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and the Haqqani network continue to operate, and a part of their funding comes through international financial channels. This is precisely the concern that troubles India the most. RBI's move is not just an administrative order, but a warning that the enemy may not attack with gunpowder alone, but with money. Modern wars are not only fought at borders, they are also fought in banks, servers, and on the screens of online transactions. India's financial ecosystem is massive, processing millions of transactions every single day. Sorting genuine from fake, safe from suspicious, is like finding a needle in a haystack. But when it comes to Pakistan, the risk multiplies. That is why the RBI has specifically ordered close monitoring of indirect money flows linked to Pakistan. Just think, if even a small transaction slips through, and that very money ends up funding the purchase of a weapon, the consequences could be enormous. A single mistake could cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. That is why Indian investigative agencies and the RBI are treating this matter with the utmost seriousness. Here, it's important to understand the most commonly used routes for money laundering and terror funding. The first is Hawala. This is an informal system where money is transferred without banks, only through agents and personal networks. Pakistan has relied on Hawala for a long time. The second route is shell companies. Fake firms set up in places like Dubai, Singapore, or Malaysia can funnel money into India under the guise of investment. The third is digital currencies. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and others are also increasingly being used for money laundering. India's concern deepens because Pakistan enjoys direct support from China. Time and again, China has stood firmly by Pakistan, whether in the United Nations Security Council or in matters of financial assistance. This creates a two-front challenge for India: military pressure on one side and economic traps on the other. India has faced such challenges before. During the 2008 Mumbai attacks, investigations revealed that the terrorists had received money routed from abroad. Similarly, terror groups active in Kashmir have long benefited from foreign funding. This is why India has consistently urged the FATF and the international community to blacklist Pakistan. Although Pakistan has been placed on the grey list at times, it has always managed to escape with the help of China and a few other countries. This time, the RBI's strict directive makes it clear that India is no longer willing to show any leniency. In its letter to banks, the RBI categorically stated that indirect transactions linked to Pakistan must be classified as high risk. It even cited the example of North Korea, how the UN Security Council had imposed sanctions on it, and how North Korea repeatedly tried to bypass them. The message is loud and clear. Pakistan is heading down the same path. Now the big question: can this strategy by Pakistan impact India's economy or security? The answer is yes, if it's not stopped in time. But the good news is that Indian agencies and the RBI are now more alert and proactive than ever before. This issue is not just about banks. Recently, RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra said that the global environment is unstable, and in such times, banks and companies must work together to build a strong investment cycle. This means the goal is not only to block suspicious money flows from Pakistan, but also to make India's financial system so resilient that no enemy can exploit it.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.